Hey guys, out here in Spain, my last Truth Talk Tuesday in Spain, we hope. We're supposed to fly to the States Friday, driving to Madrid, 17 hours in Paris, then into Atlanta. And what are we coming into, guys? Wow, this is a hard Truth Talk for me because as a 53-year-old white male in America, no matter what I say, because of the hurt, because of the wounding, because of the reality, it's gonna be misconstrued by somebody. And so I'm gonna give it my best shot here. I want you to stay with me, and please just don't listen to my words. Try to hear what I'm trying to say from my heart. I spent some time just sitting in this. I've taken a lot of time and talked to some of my spiritual sons and daughters that are African American. In the 90s, I was part of a movement where we would stand on the stage with black leaders and we would repent for what we did in slavery and how we treated them as people and all that happened. And they would repent back to us for being victims and being so hurt by it and wanting reconciliation. It was a powerful thing for a while. And then it just, like we do with everything, we turned it into a program, into an institutional thing. You know, when I met Lisa, she was working in the inner city. She worked in the inner city of Detroit, inner city of Colorado. We moved to Africa with all 6 of our kids because we wanted to immerse ourselves in the culture to get a better understanding. I was initiated into an African tribe. There's video of it. It was crazy. With one of my spiritual sons against a lot of white South Africans. The Afrikaans warned me that I'd be cursed if I did it because the racism and the separation in Africa is just horrible, just like what we're experiencing. And I did it because I wanted to gain understanding. I wanted to know the pain. And the best way I can describe this is, Michael, I don't know how else to say this, but not every one of you have lost a child. And my 19-year-old son died brutally. And I had people tell me they were gonna kill him, people that were very close to him. I went after the cartel after it happened because I knew the cartel were involved at some level. And I was bitter and I was angry, and not very many people could relate with me. And if I would have stayed in my bitterness and anger, I would have allowed a spirit to come in, a demonic spirit that would have driven me to hate, would have driven me to wanting justification no matter the cost. And somehow by grace, I fell into healing on that thing. And I'm not a hero by doing any of the things I just mentioned at all. What I'm trying to say is that when you see things blue and I see things red, and you see things blue and I see it red, the same thing, and you see it blue and I see it red, and we don't take anybody's perspective, we don't try to enter their pain, we can't see what they're seeing. And if we keep pointing the fingers, and so God allowed COVID came, and thank God we're not talking about it all day every day because of some of these things that are happening, but it ripped the bandage off. And it showed us that life is simple, that we need to get back to simplicity and community. And the big things we do and the big stuff we need aren't things that we actually do need. But what it did is it wounded our wound in America. And now we have these terrible, terrible mobs and destruction. And I don't understand the pain. I could never understand the pain. I was talking to one of our African-American interns last week here, and he said in Georgia when he's running down the street that he has to cross the road if there's a white woman with her white daughter walking because he knows how nervous it's going to make them. I don't understand that pain. I don't know what that means. Like you wouldn't know unless you've lost a child what my pain was like and how it almost destroyed me. And what I'm asking of us is to stop the bitterness, the anger, the hate towards one another, towards the thing, towards the destruction of what racism has done to America and the world, and actually enter the pain with one another and come out of the pain being transformed by it in love. See, God made us all in his image, and what that image is love. That's what that means. And so if we can all stand in his image in love, we can enter into one another's pain instead of trying to be right and proving something else wrong. And we can be transformed into love through that pain. From understanding one another at a deeper level, we have a chance, we have hope. This is what's gonna heal the nation. This is what's gonna heal the world. It's gonna happen, guys. It can be our generation, it can be us, or it can be the next. I promise you this is gonna be how it ends. Hope of God is gonna fill the whole earth. And it's gonna start with this racism issue being finally addressed at a deep, deep level. And look, it's like religion or anything else. If you attach yourself in hatred and bitter, you open yourself up to demonic, and now you're just not religious. You carry a spirit of religion where you're going to prove everybody else is wrong. You become a policeman. We're dealing with this at levels. in our ministry right now. It's the same thing with racism. If you can't get through the hate, I'm speaking to my African American brothers and sisters right now. If you cannot see anything but hate and rage, I got a spirit attached to that, and you need to repent of that and ask the Father to show you his heart for white people. And white people, everyone else, my God, get over yourselves. Killing, these cops can't, I mean, they just can't do this anymore. We're all outraged. And we have to enter the pain of this, understand it at a deep, deep level, and then walk out of it together. Hey man, Truth Talk Tuesday. I hope this hits home. God bless you guys. Hopefully my next Tuesday, I'll be talking to you from the States. God bless.